Hi everyone, it's where's the camera? There it is. Aha! It's day 57 of my gratitude journal, and I was thinking today that I wanted to talk about trusting your gut feelings and your instincts in all things in your life, not just with the work that I do and stuff, but honestly trusting your feelings on all things. I have this cat. His name's Henry. And Henry came into my life, wow, it was in November where the snow was so high. Already in the end of November, it was higher than up to the top of our cars. And hi, Tina, thanks for being here. And this tiny little kitten, 6 weeks old, came to my door and was meowing top volume at my door. And I live out in the country. It's not like it's a neighborhood where there are lots of houses. This little kitten came to the right house. I scooped that little bug up and I zoomed immediately to the emergency with him. And they loved me enough and understood that this cat is so ill and so sick and has been displaced from its parents for so long, it probably won't survive the night. And they didn't want to take me for a ride and give me a bunch of medications or charge me a huge bill for a kitten that probably wasn't going to survive. But you see, when I picked him up at my front door and I held him in my hand, I heard in my head, "Hi, I'm Henry." I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I heard in my head. And so I told the vet that, and the vet laughed at me and said, "Wendy, just because you're a psychic doesn't mean that you know these things, and this cat probably won't make it through the night." So I brought little Henry home without any medications at all. And I cleared out a bedroom and I put those little baby pads all over the floor, and I put him in there to keep him away from my other pets and my other cats, and spent round the clock with him. At the time, I had a metaphysical store and I wasn't able to spend endless time with him. I would come home from my shop and curl up with him and stay with him. Hi, Patty. Yay. Aren't I lucky today? I curled up with him and just wound up with little Henry. So, okay, 6 weeks, 2 months later, Henry was thriving, and I brought him back to the vet. They called him the little miracle kitty. We got him all squared up and all was well. Let's jump ahead another 12 years. Henry suddenly started to display some really strange, disturbing behaviors and then slipped into what seemed like a catatonic state where his body was frozen. And I thought, oh my gosh, if this is the end, because we know that he has some real problems on his internal organs and stuff. And I thought, I'd rather him die at home than go and have a frightening clinical experience at a vet. So I started to just nurture him at home, thinking he would slip and pass away in my arms and it would be a thing. I took a lot of time off of work and held Henry and cried on Henry. And Henry just continued to be alive. And I would moisturize his mouth. But honestly, he didn't eat. His fur got really oily and strange. He got bony, and really we were sure he was going to pass. So 2 months went by, and Henry, I turned him every 3 hours like I was in a healthcare facility with him. At that time, I was lucky enough to arrange my schedule to really nurse him. And everybody thought I was crazy. My dad even at one point came up to visit, and he was like, "Wendy, what are you doing with that cat? It's dead." And I'm like, "The cat is not dead. My cat is alive." And I trusted this. Again, I thought, if he's going to pass, he doesn't seem like he's in pain. If he's going to pass, I want him surrounded by all the love that's here and in my arms, and let me hold him. One day, I'm holding him. My tears are dripping on him, and his little head, his bony little neck stuck up, and he just looked at me and said, "Meow." And I was like, "Hi, Henry." He jumped off my lap, walked over to his food dish, started eating and drinking. And he turned into bubbly little cat like kitten and was like that forever, just forever. More recently, Henry started having seizures, very disturbing, awful seizures. And again, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I don't want him to have a clinical experience. At this point, he's really, really old, and my instincts told me to just hold him. At first, if I got to him before the seizure got big, I almost think he went into fight or flight I would wrap him in a towel, and the seizure would abate. It would step back. But then they started happening at night when I was sleeping, wasn't able to get there. My dogs tried to let me know when it was happening, but sometimes I didn't get there quick enough. So instincts, I'm thinking I could go to the vet. I could have brain scans done. I know he has lumps in his body, and he's a sick old cat. but I didn't want a clinical experience. Henry, it hurts him to be picked up and all that. So I started doing some research, trusted my instincts, and started him on CBD oil. And Henry has not had a single seizure since I started that process, not one. And not only that, but he is acting normal again. And I know I can't keep this cat alive forever. But what I'll tell you is trusting my instincts. Most people would have put him down as a 6-week-old little shriveled up, bloody, pussy baby. But instincts, my heart told me, no, this cat is here with great purpose. Henry's still with me. Henry is acting like a kitten again, and blessings to CBD oil, but blessings also to trusting your heart, trusting your instincts, sometimes going against the grain and making a call that feels like it's coming from the center of your heart space, the middle of your being, and going with that. Sometimes, in my opinion, or not sometimes, all the time, is leading you in the right direction. So today I'm grateful for trusting gut instincts, for listening to your heart. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day, and it is beautiful here. Of course, every day to me is beautiful, rain or shine or snow or hail or wind. Have a good day, everyone.